Let's see. Okay. No, we won't worry about that right now. Alrighty, so we'll see what bans
come
out. Yeah, usually it's kind of awkward, like the first minute, just because nothing's coming out, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I know when I was practicing, because they wanted me to send a recording, I was just like, so do you want me to talk to myself or what's going on?
Partially, you kind of have to a little bit.
Yeah. But actually, I've been going over the patch quite a bit recently, just because I feel like I missed quite a bit on the newer patch, because all of a sudden there was new meta out of nowhere, just out of 7.05 to 7.06. So it's been pretty cool to see a whole bunch of hard carries coming back, like those hard laners, fast farmers, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so far we have an Axe, an Invoker, and a Silencer ban. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta look to see who's in here. Okay, so the Invoker ban is definitely a target ban against Direwolf. Direwolf plays a pretty nasty Invoker.
Okay, yeah. So some respect bans. Yeah, I think I gotta figure out who plays who, but
yeah, Direwolf plays Invoker. Gabe plays a pretty good Witch Doctor, but it looks like they've decided not to ban the Witch Doctor yet. We'll see. We'll see if they go for him. Although I don't know, Gabe might get a little bit tired of Witch Doctor and might want to pick up someone else.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I definitely see these bans more towards, prioritizing the lane. Like, it looks like, this Clockwork would be really annoying to deal with, along with a Silencer, of course, and even the Axe. Like, all of these heroes would kill other laners, but there's that Witch Doctor that you said.
There he goes. They're going to give it to him, so.
Yeah, it's probably his best hero, so.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it. But, and yeah, so definitely banning out the Silencer, because any sort of interrupt, since his Death Ward is channeled.
Yeah.
So definitely and also Axe, you don't want an Axe blinking in and calling your Witch Doctor.
In the middle of channeling, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, he's so squishy, he's just going to die instantly pretty much. So we'll see. We'll start to see kind of a meta forming or a plan forming after these two pickups.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the Witch Doctor is definitely a good support in this meta too, because he babysits their hard carry, so he'll be good in lane to really harass the other. Right, so we have a Sand King. I love that hero. I feel like he's kind of underrated.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of is his name Tavo? Yeah, I think Tavo or Tavo from SGE Sports really loves Sand King. Lots of good lockdown. Really annoying to lane against, especially if you're a melee hero. I hate playing Juggernaut against him, or just really any melee carry in the safe lane.
Because it just explodes all over you. And he has really good team fight too with his Epicenter. So he could definitely burrow strike in Epicenter.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a pretty decent response to the Witch Doctor as well, because you can burrow strike from pretty far away, especially if you get an Aether Lens. And so Witch Doctor throws down Ward and just almost instantly cancel him.
Right.
Because he's not dependent on, I mean, he buys Blink, but he's not dependent on Blink for mobility.
Right.
And then you have the Jakiro as well.
I agree. Again, with team fight, I really like that Ice Path and the Fire. Just to kind of have a general AoE, because the Witch Doctor is squishy, so even though he's off on the side channeling or whatever, I think Burning in Fire would kill him pretty fast.
Yeah, I think a Macropyre is going to make a Witch Doctor move pretty fast and get out of there if he decides to throw down Macropyre.
Right. I agree.
It'd be interesting to see if they turn this into a pretty push-heavy lineup with that Liquid Fire and try to take a tower down by 8, 9, 10 minutes. Maybe do an aggressive tri-lane.
I can definitely see that happening, especially with their huge team fight. They can kind of just fight them off, then go and run and push, kind of make the game quicker.
Bristleback pickups. This hero I'm tired of. I'm so ready for Bristleback to be out of this meta, and he just keeps getting buffed.
I agree.
They've changed Solar Crest, with the whole accuracy and True Strike and everything. But Bristleback still, I feel like, is just one of those top tier heroes. And so Magnus ban coming out, another team fight heavy hero, the RP. Now, what's interesting is, so I'm wondering where this Dire team is going to run the Bristleback.
Right.
Because I don't know if you saw, I think it was Nahaz or someone tweeted that in Star Ladder, I believe, Bristleback was played 17 times and had like a 60, 70% win rate.
Right.
And so there was like 17 games, and none of them were played in the off lane. But everyone still keeps sending Bristleback to the off lane. Like, I really want to see this as a safe lane Bristleback.
Yeah, I definitely think though he's being put in lane so much because he can just put out so much damage. Like whoever is laning against him, especially if they're melee, they just can't get close to him, and he can just farm like no tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. I'm totally missed like the last 5 seconds of what you said because you cut out.
Oh, I did? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to fix the settings, but okay, yeah. So this Legion Commander, I guess they're trying to get rid of that dual ability to on the Radiant side.
Mm-hmm. I think too as well, like she likes to sneak up on your supports, and she's also, it's not stock or like, you know, core, but she can also be a Shadow Blade and into a Silver's Edge carrier,
and just
so you don't want her
scare you and grab you and kill you.
Yeah, or break your Bristleback, and so therefore he doesn't have his quill, you know, his defensive quill spray and that kind of stuff.
Right.
And when you duel Bristleback, he turns and faces you, so you know none of that extra quill spray is happening.
Yeah, it looks like this is the same idea with the Spirit Breaker with his charge and stun. I think it kind of does the same thing that the Legion does in a way where he just kind of locks you down and pushes you over.
Yeah, freaking 17% my ass. Like,
right?
That is not 17% stun chance. It's more like a 71% stun chance.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I like the Shadow Fiend ban. I feel like he's a really strong laner too. Again, with that fast farming and all that. I like that, especially because I had to do the Clockwork Shadow Fiend. I feel like that's so broken to have him be able to get souls off of cogs.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, I'm just like, that's so unfair. You come to like once he starts getting a few souls and he gets the advantage in denying and, you know, last hitting, it's always like he just, unless you can gank and kill him, like you can have a support rotate and kill him, like he just starts to snowball and just becomes a lane dominator. And then it's just so annoying to have to deal with him. Crystal Maiden pickup, one of the top, if not the top support right now in Dota, right?
I definitely agree. Yeah,
I like playing her a lot.
I do. She's probably my favorite hero to play, but I liked her for a while when she was able to jungle, but now that meta's kind of dying, it's definitely good for the whoever hard carry they're picking. She babysits really well. And now with that shorter cooldown for the Frostbite.
Mm-hmm.
Reserve time.
Yeah. I feel like, and a lot of people are saying like, oh, 5 movement speed isn't that much, but I feel like with the 7.06C, when they took away 5 movement speed from her, like I felt it personally.
Oh yeah.
Like it's so much harder to stack and pull camps, in my opinion.
Definitely.
With that, and until you get your tranquils, but still.
Right. I ended up building Windlace on her really early, or like buying that item early, like as my starting item, just because she was so slow.
Yeah, if I have if I can have, like, if I'm not playing just a really super poor 5 and I can have someone, you know, buy a ward or something, then I'll definitely pick up a Windlace right off the bat to help out.
Right.
Because she's just freaking 275 move speed is just
you're like crawling already.
Yeah. And then if her Bristleback gets on you and starts throwing nasal goo on you, it's GG.
Goodness. Yeah, you might as well just stop walking.
Yeah. A Lion pickup. I personally like Ursi, and some of them are just like, oh, Lion, he's so bad. I love Lion.
I do. Yeah, he has so many disables to kind of hold you in place with his stun and the hex. I mean, he even does, you know, nuke damage, so burst damage.
I think I also picked like the greedier type talents, like the extra earth spike damage and
that
kind of stuff. So
I hate this hero. I hate to say it, but he is so, like, in my pubs, he makes me cry on a daily basis.
Yeah, Slark is pretty annoying.
Yeah. I don't know if he fits in. I mean, he fits into this lineup, I feel like, but at the same time, like, Sand King, Jakiro, Crystal Maiden kind of have more team fight with, the ultimate from Crystal Maiden, but Slark is kind of this one hero pick off kind of thing. I mean, maybe to just reach towards the supports, like, oh, kill the Witch Doctor before he even can get his, ult off, that kind of thing.
I think that's what they're thinking, but
Oh.
the one thing that I'm a little hesitant on is like, so Slark loves to steal stats, but
Right.
there's no heroes on this team that build a lot of stats. Like your Witch Doctor line, they're not going to be building stat items. Bristleback, I mean, he's not, especially Agi, like he's not going to be building a lot of Agi.
Right,
or
right.
same thing with Lifestealer. And if Lifestealer open wounds you, you just pounce away, or Shadow Dance away.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm in agreement. I'm not sure if this is the best safe lane carry for them.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he doesn't fit too good in the lanes with me. And I mean, he's just a cancerous hero in my opinion. I mean, I'm so biased already. Like I don't like him, and seeing him come up just makes me like hate him even more.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those pub dominators. Same thing with PA. PA is another one of those pub dominators.
And Huskar for me.
Yeah. Although I think what they're looking at is he's a natural Shadowblade Silver's Edge carrier.
Yeah.
So he's going to counter this Bristleback. At the same time, though, before he getting that. Yeah. Before he gets that, though, if he leashes a Bristleback, like Bristleback just has to keep his back turned towards you, and you're screwed because he's just going to get quill sprays all in your face.
Right. I like the sniper
and then
mid.
Sniper. I was about to ask you what you thought about this sniper mid.
I think mid, I feel like he kind of fell off for a while, but he's starting to come back in my opinion, just because his range is so far now. I mean, it's always been far, but like it kind of keeps the person that they're laning against really far from you. Like they can't get farm, they can't get the items quick enough. Like I feel like he lanes pretty well. I mean, of course, depending on who unless of course they choose a Dusa.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say. I was wondering, because he can outrange a lot of people, but he's going to definitely feel the pain of this Mystic Snake.
Oh, definitely.
Hitting him in his face, because he's pretty squishy in that early game.
Yeah, I like this pick against the sniper. I think it was a good counter pick against him.
And I think they do also, like, so Slark, he can jungle, but he can also equally just get as much farm from lanes.
Right.
And so that's going to make a lot of space for the Medusa. And I think they have a fairly decent team fight pre-late game to give Medusa the room. But the only problem is that if you're counting on going late game, you're also giving time for the sniper.
Right. Yeah. I feel like the time that these
late game.
The time that the Radiant team gets online, I feel like is not as consistent. Like they all kind of come online at different times, but I kind of like the Stone Gaze, so I feel like their team fight is definitely more viable here.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Alrighty, well, here we go. I will introduce the Radiant heroes, and then I'll let you go ahead and introduce the Dire. Sound good?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so here on the Radiant, we have DotP Vision on the Jakiro. We have Sir Ulrich on the Medusa. Be Happy on Slark, which is kind of contradictory. I feel like you have to be a pretty hateful person to play Slark. Pretty angry person. Top Gun on Betamax on the Sand King. And we had a TP out from Kopi on the Crystal Maiden to go plant an early deep ward. So we'll see how that pays off for him. But if you want to go ahead and introduce the Dire team.
Yeah, definitely. We have DotP Nameless over here on the Lifestealer, along with Tolric and on the Lion. On the Witch Doctor, we have Gabe Gonzo. And down here trying to get the bottom rune is the Direwolf on Sniper. Which you said Direwolf was the one who played Witch Doctor, correct?
Gabe Gonzo. He plays Witch Doctor.
All right.
And then we had early first blood from Freddy Cruz diving a little bit too far down here on the bot lane.
On the bristleback.
But
That's cute.
got a little early, all chatting coming out. So it looks like this Radiant team is going to claim 3 runes off the bat.
Not too bad. Yeah, they definitely committed for that bottom rune on the Dire side.
Mm-hmm. So, alrighty. Our last hits. Looks like Deuce is going to have an unfavorable mid, at least. No, okay, it's not too bad. I was wondering if this creep equilibrium was going to be pretty heavy on Direwolf's advantage.
No, it doesn't look like it's too bad. It's just on that ledge, so she hasn't gone quite up ground. High ground.
So far, it's just the game it denies. Looks like.
Yeah, now with that deny XP, it's definitely changed the lane quite a bit on priorities, I feel.
Betamax needs to be careful up here on the top lane. Got caught by 3 heroes, but he's able to turn tail and get back. Direwolf harassing Sir Ulrich a bit with an early shrapnel. Man, I love playing Sniper. I absolutely hate playing against Sniper.
Him. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
like I think Sniper is probably my favorite hero.
He was definitely one of my first heroes, but he was nice to play. Yeah, he was nice to play. Not too much against, but looks like they're doing a tri lane up here on the top lane on the Dire side.
Really just trying to keep Betamax from being able to harass Nameless Noob out of lane with the caustic finale.
Oh yeah, he can't even get close to that creep wave with Lion and Witch Doctor. Looks like he's getting pretty low up there.
Yeah, looks like already burning through some regen, and he still has 4 more minutes until that shrine is up and available to him.
I definitely like that change.
Yeah, it's nice, but it's definitely rough having to like relearn when you can go.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Freddy Cruz going on Vision, but Be Happy's there, ready to go after him. I don't know. I mean, he is getting these quill stacks, but he does able to finish him off with a quill spray, but
he pays with his life.
Exactly. Betamax still up here, getting harassed out by Tulakard. Yeah, I don't know where he got his name from, but it's definitely it's very interesting, but no clue where it comes from.
Yeah, and just looking at the last hit denies, it looks like Betamax, or is that who that's on Sand King? He hasn't even been able to get any kind of last hit or deny.
Yeah, he's having a rough time. Looks like he has an Iron Talon queued up, looking to maybe head back into the jungle or something. Oh, and he actually went first level. Okay, so. Yeah, he's having a real tough time because he went first level Burrow Strike instead of the Caustic, which it's understandable because with this aggro tri lane, you need to have an escape mechanic.
Right.
But it's
oh, I think you cut off a bit.
I mean, the only way to use it is to the only way he's going to be able to harass is to Burrow Strike in, but then you have no way out.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, and then of course the Lion's busy harassing him, so he's down there at the bottom of the chart too, which I feel like for a Lion, a support, it's kind of your job. Support life.
Yeah, and Gabe Gonzo's doing a good job of, while he's harassing, Gabe is pulling and stacking over here, so...
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it's paying off really well for Nameless Noob. I mean, he's at the top of his last hit and deny chart, so...
13 last hits so far, pretty well.
Yes.
Let's see.
And as far as this mid lane matchup, I mean, Sir Ulrich has gotten this wave up closer to the tower, so I mean, he is, he's kind of going head to head with this sniper. I mean, not too much on the last hits, but definitely putting the pressure a little bit.
Yeah, Medusa's definitely going to struggle against a sniper in lane.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, sniper's just one of those annoying heroes you just kind of have to deal with, and then get what you can out of lane, and then just go in jungle. And then start getting those items. Man, like Medusa always seems like such a fun hero to play, but it's just such a slow build up with her.
Oh yeah.
Like it seems like tiny item, another tiny item. Oh, okay, maybe I can get like a medium sized item, and then but if it goes 80 minutes, like you're 6 slotted and
Right.
4K health and 50% evasion and
Yeah, she's definitely one of those heroes that kind of takes a little while to get up there, but once she does, it's kind of like she is unkillable.
yeah, it's pretty scary.
Yeah. This little friendly chat down here happening in all chat.
That's what we're about in .p.
Yeah, you guys are oh, it looks like we got the life stealer back online.
I think that's what they're trying to figure out. And go.
Maybe. I mean, while we're here, maybe we can check out some cosmetics.
Yeah, I was kind of looking. I mean, so far, Nameless Noob is
He's got
leading
that.
it, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's got that very rare glowing spinal cord. I mean, I think that was the
Freaking
best
love
thing
those.
added to Dota. Definitely.
Until you hear,
They're all
Until-
dead.
yeah, it's a disaster, like for the 17th time or something.
Oh my goodness. He
Let's
used
see.
Red Bull.
Looks like Bristleback's got the whatever. I don't even know what that set is called. What is it? The Forge Exhaler.
The nasal thing happening. I feel
Yeah.
like Bristleback is pretty disgusting as a hero, can I just say?
You can. I mean, you might hurt his feelings a bit, but you can be
I
as
mean,
real as you want.
I gotta say, I mean, his idea that he throws snot at you, I don't know how I feel about that,
Yeah.
but it's efficient. He's using his resources wisely.
That is true. I don't like I don't mind the cosmetic, but I don't like the noise. It's a weird
Yes,
noise.
it definitely is. I like this Slark Shark head. It's definitely
Oh yeah, I love that one. I'm kind of torn between with his new what was it, like extremely rare cosmetic item, the purple glowing one.
You know, I haven't seen it, I think. I haven't checked out the newer ones.
Oh yeah, it's part of the benefactor or the collector's cache.
Oh, okay. The one with
Yeah.
a bat rider on a stingray, right?
Yeah, on Sting Manta, whatever,
That
whichever
thing.
one. Yeah, it's from that one, and I mean it looks kind of cool, and it has some nice particle effects.
Right.
But I don't know. Although he does also have the golden, what are they called? The golden Hydraken latch blades. Those things are pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about particle effects, though, I really think Crystal Maiden owns all of that. I mean, she's got particle effects on particle effects.
Her and it's like the particle effects queens.
Yeah, I agree. If it's someone random, is that what they're talking about?
I haven't.
It's like an electrical fire.
So apparently he didn't want to play sniper. He wanted Ember. But I feel like I don't know. So what do you think? Do you think Ember would be doing just as well, or better, or worse for this Dire team?
I mean, I feel like the sniper pick was not a bad one. Ember, I don't know. I don't see him laning as well. I don't know, because I feel like he has to get really close to this Dusa, and the range on the sniper is just kind of what shuts down this Dusa a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think sniper is probably the better in laning phase,
Right.
yes. But as the game goes on, I think the sniper could definitely struggle against like the Slark, if the Slark
Right.
is like roaming and jumps them. Whereas like with an Ember, you can just fire Remnant out.
Right.
But I don't know. Trying to look at the team comp as well, because really, Sniper is your only real tower hitter.
Yeah, on this team, definitely.
So, whereas with like an Ember Spirit, you really don't have any sort of tower hitter. So I don't know. I think the Sniper's all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sir
Are we-
Ulrich coming in with the trivia question.
What is the cost? Think twice.
I really want to type in sad trombone, but I'll refrain.
A squared. These guys are
Oh.
funny. I'm trying to figure out the I know it's so noob of me. I'm trying to figure out the controls of getting around the map without being so jumpy.
What I normally use, so I'll click the mini map just to get around, like jump across the map,
Right.
and then I just use the scroll wheel. Like I click down on it and I like drag with that for like camera
There it
grip.
is. That is the button I was looking for.
Yep. Which hero is ass ugly? Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I would say Lifestealer has to be on that list. He's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, he's pretty ugly.
Yeah.
It's just the gross jaw with like,
hanging off his face.
yeah, the fact that like there's like 3 like nasty like strings of flesh that are just like
Ugh.
keeping it
On him.
together-ish. It's just like so gross.
Oh god, yeah. Undying. Yeah, I think Undying is fair to be on that list as well.
Now I've asked this to some people before. Which hero do you think has the coolest voice?
The coolest voice. I mean, let's see. I feel like I haven't played all the heroes, but from the ones that I've played, I like Nevermore or Shadow Fiend's voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that echoey sound, like Naga, where it sounds like there's more than one person. I feel
Uh-huh.
like that's pretty intimidating. Like if you hear someone talk and it's like, how many of them are there?
Well, I mean, it makes sense for a illusion-based hero.
Right. Yeah, and Shadow Fiend has that deeper, like, I'm not from this world voice.
Mm-hmm. I think my personal 2 favorites are OD. I think OD's voice is really cool.
Yeah.
And Sand King actually has a really cool voice in
Like
my
the
opinion.
super deep,
Yeah.
really deep bass where you can feel it in your soul.
It's like I kind of wish my voice was like that.
Yeah, but can we just kind of say, I feel like all the females in this Dota game kind of all have, like, I feel like they're all voiced by the same person.
I can see that. And then you like I know Proud is kind of ragged on this before. Have like Luna's voice, which is like this really like kind of crappy like
Accent.
Scottish accent or whatever, and then she has like this terrible jumpsuit that she wears or whatever. It's just like it's so weird.
She's like from
I mean-
space with a Scottish accent, like
she's a I was trying to think of never. I was trying to. It's like she's from Braveheart with like,
oh,
but from
yeah.
space.
Yeah, from space. Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if we're ever gonna get this.
I'm kind of confused on what's happening. Is it the Lifestealer who's actually having like an electrical fire, or
His potato finally is done baking,
right?
so he's got to put in a new potato.
Or the hamsters gotta, feed him or something.
Mm-hmm. Can we say Radiant Winds 2-1? Man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's I don't know. Let's
Let's see what's on the
Think of-
Discord.
look at these kobold foremen in the jungle. His nice, peaceful family, just chilling here in the over here in the jungle.
How do you feel about these newer prowlers? I feel like they're
I
kind of
hate
freaks.
those
They're
so
freaks
much.
of nature. I mean,
I hate those things so much. Like, they're so annoying to fight
oh my
because
goodness.
the other ones have
Roots. I just hate walking by them and
no, they have health regen.
oh yeah.
So like if you don't take out the key is to take out the acolytes, the small ones first,
Right.
and then it's super easy to take out the big one. But the other ones have like 10 HP regen, like as an aura,
Right.
and so it's just like so annoying to like have to try to take those out,
Oh my goodness, right?
especially if it's like a double or triple stack. There's like a set of those in there,
Ugh,
or like 2 sets of them.
it'll take
It's just
forever.
yeah,
I feel
unless
like
you have insane wave clear.
yeah. I hate it when you're like accidentally walking by or you're just walking by and then it's like, oh, I'm just gonna root you right now. Just at
Oh
this very
yeah.
moment.
Here, let me slap you real quick
Yeah.
and just fuck you over, you know.
Oh my goodness. Let's
I'm trying to
see.
remember what these have.
I like the kobold foreman. I like the way he really has to have his drink all the way up until his deathbed.
He's ready. I mean, then again, I think we need to intervene and have like a little intervention.
I think so.
Because he's like always drinking, and
Get
if
him.
you're like drinking up until the point of your death, like
Yeah.
I think there's an issue.
Right. I think we got to get him into some neutral AA kind of thing.
Have him talk to Ancient Apparition, in an AA meeting.
Yeah.
Sorry, terrible puns here.
That is my humor. What can I say? I'm that person too. Who else
So if
is
you had to
there?
pick one hero to hang out with, which hero would you want to hang out with?
If I could choose one hero to hang out with. All right. Let's see. Of all the heroes, I feel like I'd want to hang out with the one that's the least scary. Like I don't want to just look at them and then start crying or something.
You mean you don't want to hang out with Lifestealer?
I would not want to hang out with Lifesteal. Even Dusa would probably scare the crap out of me. Let's see. I want to look at the heroes now. I'd probably want to hang out with Void. I don't know why. I feel like he'd just be like an interesting soul to hang out with. Him or maybe like an Oracle. Definitely Oracle.
I don't know. Oracle might tell you something that you might not want to know.
And he'll be like, we're never gonna be friends. I don't know why you're here.
Or it's like 37 days.
And that's it.
What happens? What do you mean 37 days? Like, do I have 37 days to live?
What's going on?
Yeah, who knows?
Oh my God. TI last year, you know how they were doing that, they had like a VR thing going on.
And they had the interviews with Slacks.
Yeah, no, but before or even on the other tent, like there was another one where you can like kind of just get onto the map, like through VR or whatever. And so we were able to I was able to look at all the heroes, get on the map or whatever, and
Your voice cut out for a second.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was on the map and there was like this huge clash and then Wyvern was just like right there in my face and I kid you not, I freaked out. She was like humongous.
I want to go to TI pretty bad.
Are you going this year?
No, I want to. I just can't. And just money and timing just didn't really work out this year for me. So hopefully next year I'm gonna start setting, because I had like a couple weddings I had to attend, so I didn't have the money for a plane ticket and hotel and everything.
Yeah, it's definitely a mission. It's a huge cost, but this will be my second TI.
Oh, nice.
So I'm pretty excited. I was my first TI. I was pretty stoked, even though I was kind of new to Dota. But I really got into it during that Evil Geniuses eHome game where they came back.
Oh my gosh, I still get cold chills when I watch the highlights from it.
It was amazing, and being in the arena while it was happening was just, I could not even do the words for the hype that was in that arena.
Man.
It's pretty amazing. So from there, it was kind of like, this Dota thing seems pretty cool.
Yeah. TI, like, not only because it's the the big like headline event of the year for Dota, but TI is what got me into Dota as well. I knew what it was, and I had tried it out before, but I got had a kind of a bad taste in my mouth from it. And then I watched TI. I was TI 5. I watched TI 5, and I fell in love with Dota.
Yeah,
and I started playing shortly after that.
Like the kind of more real community, the ones that are not just there to flame kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I definitely agree. TI definitely brings a different side to people. Like everyone's there for the same reason, so it's kind of like opposite of actually being online.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, TI was definitely a pretty cool experience. I'm really excited to go back this year.
Yeah, maybe hopefully next year I can go.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, where are we at? Can we just remake?
Yeah, I think we might have to. I mean, depending on Nameless Noob's situation.
Nameless noob. Strong worded letter to Grouty.
The Gruton.
All right.
Poor Grouty.
I know. Let's look at some couriers. Who do we got on the Radiant side? We have.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name? Oh, I have this one.
Do you? He looks like the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, hold on. It's gonna bug me. Couriers. Blotto and Stick.
Bellado? What's his flying look like?
It's him. So that little stick that he's holding.
Mm-hmm.
So he's Blotto, and then the stick is called Stick. I guess because yeah, he has a face on it actually, and then he rides. He jumps up and flies on and rides the stick.
Okay, that's that's interesting. I don't see one on the Dire side. Is he walking over somewhere? Oh, he's behind the this ranged barrack in the mid lane.
Oh, he's the little ferret.
Yeah. Oh.
Except if you zoom in on him, he's his head is sticking out of the barracks.
I think he's in the barrack.
Be one with the barrack.
Oh.
So
we have another disconnect from Freddy.
Apparently, we are disconnecting.
All right.
They're calling it.
All right, we're leaving the lobby then.
Yep. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I agree. I think my mic cuts off when I'm not in Dota.